It's Week 14 of the 2024 season, and we're going to look here at Trey Lance. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Bengals on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. They're trying to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Burrow looking to pass. And that's complete to Cooks. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here's Lance. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Charlie Jones. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd and 11 at the 41. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a Cowboy.
The Lance going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my. Now Lance. Buying time to his left. Look at the big fella go. And down to the 7-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the run, it's Dowdle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Lance looking to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by All. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. On 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And Burrow going to throw again. Stiff-armed him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, just like last play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here we go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon Cooks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Lance over the middle. He gets it to Collins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Another one caught by Collins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
That's another Cowboy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
Here we go. First down, Bengals.
Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second down and 4. They will toss to Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and goal.
Shotgun now for Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of play.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Another run for Brown on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
There's Cooks in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete to Chase. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Here's Brian Anger now. as he's on to punt for Dallas. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Burrow. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's first and goal. Burrow.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now the Cowboys down by a field goal, a little over 30 seconds remaining. Lance back to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's Lance. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time here. Lance. That's complete to Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans.